And now, your host, Couch Tomato!
In this universe, we've seen aliens, we've seen gods, lowercase gods, right? We've seen robots with AI. Yeah. We've seen Chinese people played by white Americans. Shout out to the Mandarin. So nothing's impossible.
Nope.
Because the next section we're talking about is who will die. I think War Machine is a leading candidate to die. However, the trailer tries to trick you. They try to make you think that Bucky shoots him down.
Yeah, the way they splice it, but you could tell if you look carefully, it's not the same scenery.
Bucky's it's indoors.
Different. Yeah.
War Machine's outdoors. War Machine falls in a grassy area, looks like a field.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. I think something happens in the beginning where probably Iron Man lost round one.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about something that the trailer does tell us, because you talked about how they like to switch out character names, but one thing that Marvel is smart enough not to do is piss off the comic book readers. They want to find a way to tip the hat to the comic book readers, but also engage the audience, like me and you who love the movies.
Yeah.
So in the comics, there's this guy called Goliath that dies. Mm-hmm. Guess how he dies? A Thor clone attacks him to where he leaves a piercing in his chest. Okay. Sounds familiar?
Like the War Machine, like
that big hole in his chest sounds vaguely familiar. And one thing I think that they're gonna do is they're gonna make the Goliath character War Machine. But the thing is, Goliath dies. So when we talk about who will die, let's talk about remove their names. Mm-hmm. Let's just talk about these characters and their purposes. Who is more likely to die in this film? I'm asking you, Hope. Give me an answer.
Me personally, I think Bucky is I think he's the leading candidate to die. Like, I think it would fit well with how they've developed his character.
And the reason I agree with you is because Bucky, there's 2.5 Buckys. What I mean by that, whenever you want to guess, I do this with Walking Dead a lot. Whenever you want to guess
Me too.
who's going to die, you look at whenever there's each character has a purpose. They have multiple purposes. So let's start crossing out the people who can't die. You can't kill Black Widow. Why? She has something going on with the Hulk. Hulk isn't in this movie, so they have to continue that story.
Yeah, they got to finish that.
Right?
Yep.
You can't kill Iron Man because he's already been rumored to star in, it's already booked.
He's in Spider-Man Homecoming, and RDJ was like, oh, he would love to do Iron Man 4. So,
so that's that. So you can't kill Vision. He just arrived. And by the way, he has an Infinity Stone, so he's not going anywhere until Infinity Wars.
Yep.
Right? Can't kill Ant-Man because he has a rumored sequel coming up. Right? So when you talk about Bucky, and I don't think you could kill Rogers. In my opinion, you can't.
No.
Yeah, so when you talk about Bucky, when you talk about best friends, he even says it in the trailer. We used to be best friends. So Tony technically is his friend right now, right? His best friend. So you have Tony. But if Tony's not your boy, you also have Falcon. Falcon and Bucky are the same guy.
Yeah.
If Bucky turns good because he's no longer an assassin, you do not need two Falcons and you do not need two Buckys. So one of them has to go. Who's more likely to go?
Yeah.
You can kill Falcon, nobody will care.
Exactly. It won't have any emotional impact. You kill Bucky, boom, you getting some
you kill Bucky in a redeeming fashion.
Yep.
So that means if Bucky dies saving Iron Man, not only does it bring the two sides together to where Iron Man says, wait a minute, I shouldn't be chasing Bucky. He just saved my life. Not only is he redeemed, but it's a memorable death. It's like, wow, that's the second time somebody died trying to save one of these Avengers. Even though Phil technically didn't die. But
actually, well, never. I was gonna say Quicksilver too.
Every time.
Yeah.
So and those are deaths that mean something because they died in the process of redeeming themselves.
Yeah.
So it's like I think Bucky has to go. War Machine, to me, it's obvious, but it's too obvious. But that's the problem. Russo brothers, right? Mm-hmm. Let's look at their track record. They've done this before. So it's not far-fetched. Oh, because when let's talk about War Machine. There's already 3 War Machines in this movie. He's supposed to be Tony's moral compass. Who does Tony have now? Hulk. Who does Tony have now? Pepper.
Yep.
And now he has a young guy called Peter Parker. So you have 3 of those guys to serve as like a mentee mentor role, or just a moral compass to kind of tell him he's wrong, or to be his constant force to stay chill. So when Pepper's not, if she's in this movie, it's not going to be a major role, so she can't die. Peter's here. He has a movie coming out. The most expendable character is War Machine. And it's proven so because he's already changed physical characters. Terrence Howard versus Don. Yeah. To where it's like, okay, Marvel Studios believes we could lose this guy, and it will be an impactful death because now I've grown to love Don Cheadle's War Machine to a degree. Yeah. To where I'm like, they could kill him off and we won't lose anything, but we'll gain a lot.
Yeah, it was funny because I seen a meme yesterday where it was making fun of Terrence Howard saying, next time, like when you had the suit. Yeah. And it's just like there was just like that next time never came.
Tomorrow is not promised, sir.
No, it's not.
So when we talk about that, big question, you're Team Cap, I'm Team Iron Man. Mm-hmm. Who's gonna win this thing?
I think
you like tomato
and you like tomato,
potato.